All right, so aespa just had a comeback called Lemonade. Right here, we're gonna be checking out the full album. Let's get started with the Lemonade music video, the title track. Oh, that was a nice shot right there. Yeah, interesting kind of synth sound right there. Okay, like building up, like rising. Oh, I like how that beat. It's going down on that. Oh, I'm liking Karina's delivery right here. How that beat's going with that? Oh, okay, I like the stop right there. I'm dropping down. That was a nice shot going with that as well, with the stop with the rain and then right there. Okay. Loving the looks as well. Love the quick line right there. Nice. Very groovy beat going on. The more kind of like talk rap thing to the verses. Love how I filled out with a little more right here. Okay. Ooh. Mainly really loving that sound of that kind of like bassy kind of synth going on. Love the filled out voices right there on that line. Okay, I like that. The beat going down. Okay. Okay, I like that delivery of that line. It's really cool how they're doing this. Love this flow right here. Nice. Okay, I like the harmony of that. Yeah, this part definitely one of my favorites as well. Just love how it builds up as well. That was cool right there. Having like a different shot of her doing this in the back, like going with the beat. I like how they do like the cuts with that. That was nice right there. I love how they're doing this video. It's really nicely done. Oh, nice adding a more melodic thing on top of that. Nice. Okay. Oh, nice with these chords going down. Is that a black lemon? Oh, just something that's right there. Very interesting choreo right there. Like the harmony that was on that line. Cool transition with that. Okay, I like that. Yeah, like it's like the first line of the chorus, but it cuts and then go into her singing Lemonade right here. I like how she's holding that out. Nice. On the side, this side right now. Yeah, I love this beat stuff.
Wait, hold up, stop.
Fire. Okay. What I would really like about that one, very groovy. Love the way that beat was going, just overall. The main kind of bass kind of sound right there, the melody, how that was going. It kind of reminded me a bit of Whiplash with that, especially the way it started with the sound on that. But I think when it got into the chorus, the hook was okay, right? Like, it wasn't 100% like, my favorite kind of hook or chorus by them, just hearing it just overall off the bat. But as it kept going throughout the song and the way the beat was going with that, that's what really made it entertaining. And I love the layered voices that they had on the Make You Lemonade. I feel like that adds a nice energy as well. So yeah, I feel like this is definitely a song I would listen to. Very, very entertaining how they did this overall. I definitely feel like I like the verses. a lot better though, because just the way they were delivering the lines and stuff like that. They were doing like more of like a talk rap thing on most of the on the verses. It was a little less melodic kind of things that they had. I think more of that went to the chorus, or like the well, not the full chorus because they were still doing that shouting thing. But I guess they did like a first part of the chorus, correct? And then yeah, like this whole kind of like build up, right? This whole build up right here, that's one of my favorite parts. When it fills out, they did do a little more kind of melodic thing on that. And then they go into the chorus right there, the main thing right there. I like how they changed it up a bit at the end though. Like they went kind of straight into this line for like the outro. So that's very, very interesting. Yeah, yeah. So like the verses. I just really like how that beat was going down on all this stuff right there. And I think the different flows that they have for like the lines and how they were saying that definitely fit very nicely. So I think that's one thing that made me like this a lot. Also, really, really love this music video. I was just thinking about that like the entire time. Really nicely done. I would say this is because like Whole Different Animal was a really nice music video as well, but I'm glad they, went even crazier here. Like the way they filmed it, the cuts going with this certain beat, especially when they dropped down into the chorus, they did it really cool right here. On the second part, I like how they did that, but I like how they did it the first time as well. Let me see if I can replay that. Yeah, it was right there. Okay, so it was on the first chorus, but it was like towards the end of that. I like what they did right there. Like it's simple, but just the cuts going with that fit really nicely, perfectly. So it's interesting how they had the whole thing of like the black lemon going on the entire time as well. Like you can kind of see it right there. But yeah, and they kind of like turn into like an actual lemon. So I'm guessing what was it, like a stone version of a lemon or something like that? I don't know. But very, very interesting with that. Really, especially like this part right here with the bridge right here. I think the bridge is also one of my favorite parts. That's because it also has like the sound that fills out like the pre-chorus. But and then obviously more melodic kind of thing. This whole thing right here. The harmony on that. I like the build up. They still do like a build up going up into that chorus, but like I said, they kind of cut off that main hook with the, the I got na 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 na. They kind of cut that off, but they actually changed the lyric, right? I think they start with I make it lemonade or the first time, and then they go here and it's, well, what is it? I need more lemonade, and then she sings out lemonade, and then they go into what was the pre-chorus melody, if I'm not mistaken. So that was really interesting. I like how they kind of changed it up right there. But then they go back into this kind of like thing right here. That's interesting. But yeah, overall, really like that. So yeah, I would say I like this one just overall. I mean, I've already said that, but I guess I just explained the specific reasons why I like this one and the specific parts. Like I said, the chorus is, still kind of okay for me, but it did grow on me over time as it kept going. And I do think it fit in the song and stuff like that. But definitely every other part of the song definitely made me like this a lot more. The verses, pre-chorus, bridge, and stuff like this. So yeah, I'm very excited to see the choreo, the full choreo, and see how they did this. I think I already seen a performance like when I was pulling up the video and stuff like that they did on Music Bank, so I'll definitely check that out. 100%. My reaction to that will be on my Patreon if you guys want to see my reaction to that. But yeah, 100%. Let's move on to the next song on this album. Shoot, would it be crazy if I say this? I like this one better than Whiplash, low key, because I was compared it to Whiplash, because it does kind of sound like it a bit. But I might like it better than Whiplash. Would it be crazy if I say that?